There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Bell. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down following the incompletion. Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Room here to run. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. Wiggles free. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here we go.
Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Let's go!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And some room to run now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
second down. Here's Watson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Bud Dupree, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 83 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Getting all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999? Where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down carry now for Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Try the right side here with Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now looking to throw on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Zone now, Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet. So I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Here we go. We got three, fellas. We got three. Two. Hurry up, let's go. Like 80.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
off to Miller. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Field right, field right. Here we go, G, get off the field. Here we go.
Watson to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 52 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, Fitzgerald to Sugg. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go. Blue 30. Beat these 2. 50. Here we go. 180. 6 guys.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. This is Bell on the dump off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's got room. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go!
Throwing again is Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Give him 30 yards there. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Watson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. To throw on second down. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The play clock's running down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 59 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Double tight. All right, here we go. 230. Easy.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play clock winding down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Toss it to Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on second is Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Check 4, check 4. Come on, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Beat these two.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he steps away. Now he'll let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw, Watson. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They come out here in the eye.
2. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hey, we got 3 out. Like 80. Under 10.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
I know.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Let's go.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
second down. Here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at this. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Fumble recovery, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
the counter. Here's Bell. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
All right, now. Left fire.
On third down, here's Bell. So we got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. First down throw, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long.